Hi, everyone. This is Juliana Jackson. I'm the head of product marketing for OmniConvert. I'm here with Douglas Patfield from Expert Sender. He is our next speaker in the lineup, and he is a manager of global client services and ICP relations for Expert Sender and a digital marketing veteran having over a decade of experience in technology and marketing. So I'm very excited to hear you, Douglas. I'm just going to pass the mic to you right now.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much for that warm intro. And hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Got some different topics to discuss here, but the main one, of course, is the one that we've all kind of been thinking about ourselves recently, which is, of course, this current pandemic that we're facing and how we as e-commerce marketers can do something about it and how we can actually thrive. I think this is one of those great opportunities also for a quick joke. My wife told me, if you're feeling nervous today during this call, just remember that, how they tell people that imagine your audience is in their underwear. Well, chances are some of us probably are because we're all working from home today. So that's my attempt at humor for now. What I'm going to do is share my screen here with everybody to kind of go into this and talk about some of the details that I wanted to go over today. Thanks, Patty. And we'll kind of just take it from there. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen right now. Okay, so we've got my screen being shared. And now I'm going to go ahead and put up my presentation. So this is basically what I'd like to talk about today. It's the pandemic in the e-commerce industry. It's how e-commerce can find its footing and grow in times of uncertainty. So the most important things that I want to mention, this is, of course, to show people that there is a way forward. And of course, we can do more as e-commerce people. But, the important thing to remember is, unfortunately, not every business is going to survive this. That's a reality that we have to face. But we can limit the damage that we might face, and we can even find opportunities to thrive. Not every business is going to be able to basically adapt. This is the most important thing, of course. And those who can adapt and improvise will actually survive and actually potentially thrive. And some businesses will even find success. The future is, of course, not really known right now. We don't know where this thing is going or how long it's going to last. But failure to invest in your e-commerce right now will do more damage in the long run than it will just sitting on liquid assets, which is really what we seem to be seeing quite a lot of here recently. A lot of people just want to sit on their liquid assets instead of putting them to work for them. E-commerce is going to be the way forward, I think, specifically as these events continue to unfold. So the most really important thing here, not being prepared is essentially a lost business opportunity. Logistics chains have been interrupted. Some brands don't actually have stock or are running out very quickly. And of course, lack of information, like how many items in stock do you actually have for your business? And how long can a client expect to receive their purchase? So one of the things you can do to try and combat this and keep it from happening to you is to order more stock in advance while it's available. So if you see it and it's the right price, you should grab it and grab as much of it as you can if you know that it's going to be selling. Of course, each individual business has its own products, and this applies specifically to online stores where they actually have a physical product that they're selling. Another thing to keep in mind is that just-in-time delivery, like the Kanban system that we're currently using around the world for just-in-time product delivery for businesses, might not be the strongest model to rely on right now. So we're kind of taking a step backwards in some ways with regards to buying as much of something as you can and just sitting on it and selling it and using it as you need to. This is going to be important, I think, as this develops. So basically, help your communities build brand awareness. Now, a chance to build brand awareness by doing the right thing and forming a sense of community with your customers is going to drive your business forward right now. We're all going through this together. So, we have to capitalize on positive impacts that you're making. This is also a marketing opportunity. So not only are you helping people around you to get through this and doing the right thing just as people, but we're also using this as an opportunity to stand out from the crowd. I mean, the bottom line here is that there's going to be a lot of businesses going and moving more online, which means it's going to be basically one voice in a sea of many others. And what are you going to do to differentiate yourself? Well, the one way that you can relate to people the easiest, most effective, while also doing something positive instead of just, spending money on marketing, which is also important, of course, but you'll be making a difference. You'll be helping people get through this. And that's something that will resonate with people. I can tell you a personal anecdote. During, in my lifetime, 9/11, I remember there were many flights trying to return to the United States, and I'm from Canada myself, coming over from Europe, but the air was closed effectively, and they had nowhere to land, and there was nowhere for people to stay. I remember we actually helped some people and let them into our home, and a lot of people in my community did, to try and give these people something to at least to hold on to until they could get home. So, people remember, and we're still in touch with those people, all these years later, my family. So one of the things that really resonates with people is a helping hand. It's something you don't forget. So it's a great way to push your business forward in a lot of ways. There's nothing wrong with that. It helps to build reputation and increases consumer trust. So also offer to donate to good causes at checkout, for example. So you could offer to buy supplies for hospitals, treating those being affected by COVID-19. You could give people an opportunity to be included in your efforts by donating to the cause. So one option you could potentially look at is at checkout. You could say, if you'd like to donate maybe 10% or $4, $5 towards relief efforts from their purchase. So that way it gives people a sense of empowerment and the ability to personally give something and through your business. And really that money can add up quite quickly to making a difference in helping. So that's one of the different options that I think would be suitable in a situation like this, based on my own experience. It's going to also lead to return customers and better sales, as you won't just appear basically to be a brand that's just out there trying to market. You will be a brand that actually cares genuinely, and people will see that and relate to it, and of course want to give you their business. This is just the way it is. You really will be a face that people remember. So that's the bottom line there. And, you can use this as a marketing material in multiple formats, including you could do visuals, audio, written marketing mediums with a focus on social media. So let others share and see the difference you're making. This is key. Another thing that I want to talk about is helping to stop the spread of the virus and move online. So expand online product sales and add more opportunities to purchase your products online. So if you are traditionally offering things in a brick and mortar location, whether it be insurance, whether it be actual products that you can purchase, physical goods, make sure that you have everything available and accessible online. If you don't have everything accessible and available online, now's the time to do it. Focus your liquid assets where they matter the most now. So you can take where you would be normally investing in perhaps new stores, new locations, take that money right now and put it towards your e-commerce business. This is going to matter more than anything else. So if you need to hire more IT people, if you need to bring more staff to deal with these things, this is where it's going to be the most useful. And of course, we care about our employees. Brick and mortar store employees can be a part of this bringing online process too. For example, product pickers. stock updating, ordering, sourcing locally if supplies dwindle. These are all things that people can do that you currently have in your staff to help you succeed. So leverage this. This is really where it matters. For me, specifically, what I've seen, generally speaking, this is going to continue to be a trend. I haven't seen any signs of it slowing down, so it's something that you definitely want to consider. So the next thing, of course, which is also very important, especially as we're all kind of confined into our own spaces in our own caves, as it were, would be to invest in non-vis-a-vis communication with customers. So live chat online customer care representation, making it as personal and human as possible. It'll keep people loyal, and they will want to give their business to people they know. So imagine if every time I bought something, I could speak to one of the same 3 people every time because I know them. I know Bob from company A. And I know that when I talk to Bob, Bob's going to make sure I got everything I need because he knows what I want. So it's still possible to have these very human relationships, even though we're separated right now. It's one of those things that technology can help really bridge the gap in, and we need to be looking at that. There are many new and old technologies out there that will help as well. For example, email replies. Email is an amazing method for communicating with people. It's electronic letters. People love that. Why not? And of course, ticketing systems. I've seen people use things like Zendesk, for example. The key is to basically try something different. Try having online calls and face-to-face camera calls with clients if it's permissible. People want to still talk to people. This is the key. Make this an option for clients who register online to purchase with you as well. So that way you have better abilities to track who and what is going on, what's going on and who's buying what or who needs what. And when you have those personal rapports with your clients, you can speak to them face to face in spite of everything that's going on around here. That's a competitive edge. That's going to put you ahead of the flock. That's the truth. You can also use it as an incentive plan for people to come back because they know that they can talk to real people. So the next thing, of course, will be that I wanted to talk about is the 5 quick wins to implement your e-commerce store to ensure stable growth. Because right now we need to focus more on the stable growth side of things. There's a lot of different things that really are going to matter here. Like email is the cheapest way of communication, bottom line. It works the best for ROI, and it's something that I can also tell you very personally, it works. People like it. And retention right now is, of course, very important, but the reality is we need to be focusing and shifting more towards acquisition because lots of people are moving online, and that's a lot of brand new opportunities that maybe didn't even exist before. So this is actually where we're seeing a lot of growth. So the numbers definitely show that for sure. Also extra loyalty points for programs and special offers, like to keep people loyal, anything to help get them in there. We gotta entice people and convince them as best as possible, of course, to come to your store. And loyalty programs work. People like them. If you can keep them coming back for more and offer them added value beyond the added value of the product that you're offering, all the more better. And of course, we need to set up workflows and segment your customers based on critical data points to ensure the right kind of targeting. So this is basically where I would like to focus. So email. An e-marketer study recently stated that the median email marketing ROI is 122%. That's 4 times higher than any other digital marketing channel. Like this is not something to just scoff at. This is real serious stuff. And if you can implement the right email marketing strategy in e-commerce, it will put you light years ahead. And the profitability will show, and it's measurable and quantifiable. That I can tell you for certain. And of course, you can send an email with, for example, like you can send an email with abandoned shopping cart items. Imagine somebody comes to your shop, they load up a shopping cart, but then they abandon it because for whatever reason, we don't know why, but they did. Well, if you have their data, if they're registered, or you know a way to contact them, then you can reach out to them, offer them a discount on those items. Say, hey, if you purchase these items within 24 hours, we can give you a 5% discount off the total. That might be enough to just push them over the edge to buy it. And there's certainly going to be a statistical number of people who will, because maybe they didn't buy because it was just a little bit too much more than what they wanted to spend right now, or because a lot of people are going through hard times. This is a fact. A lot of people are going to be continuing to go through hard times as the market fluctuates and tries to reestablish itself with everything that's going on. So every little bit that you can help people with those regards is going to be more money in your pocket, bottom line. So that's important. Another thing here, which is also very telling, is that 50% of customers prefer to get email updates from the brands they like. So if you're buying shoes, getting email updates from your favorite shoe company, you're going to be paying attention to that. And especially if there's deals coming up. People wait for deals. A lot of people wait for deals. So it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to be in somebody's inbox. There's just so much success waiting there that it's worthwhile. And of course, it's very cost effective and it's easy to personalize. You're not going to really miss out if you send somebody a personalized email. You're going to connect to them. Say, hey, Doug, we saw that you were interested in this product. We also have these ones as well right now. And if you buy it today, then you can get it while it's still on sale, if you've got a sale going on or something along those lines. It's great and it will work. Number two, of course, is, retention is important, but like I said, time for acquisition. So, oops, got ahead of myself there. Sorry. Also, basically, I'll just talk about that slide for a second before we jump on to the loyalty points program thing. Aside from purchasing essential basics like food and other things that we need on the day-to-day, the only purchasing really happening right now is online. So aside from this, like, services are also moving online as well. So allowing people to take care of their service needs without leaving their home while simplifying systems that are already existing is not only the key to really making sure you survive this, but thrive as well. I mean, optimize your content and sales pages for SEO. Make sure you've got the right wording on there. Use the right descriptive words that people will most likely associate with your products so that people find it. That's going to be key. So I like to use shoes as an example because I just bought some. So if you're selling your shoes online, words like dark brown leather, if you sell insurance things, strings of words like auto, theft, fire, accident will help. Also focus on words that will appeal to the fact that many people will have their income slashed substantially, like we were talking about. It will be harder to convince people to part from their money, bottom line. But reduced price bundles or cost effective are some other example words that may work on your product page to help people find you, especially if they're worried about spending money, but they still need to purchase something. So that brings us to the slide we're on right now. Extra loyalty points for programs. It's basically very simple and straightforward. Offer discounts for return customers or even new customers if people who are willing to sign up give you their information. If done in combination with some of these other things we're talking about, it will basically create an effective loyalty points system. People can use these points towards discounts for your various products. You could do product giveaways to help create hype and get people interested in staying close to your brand and the information you're putting out about some of your newer products. If people know that there's something out there like that waiting, then they're going to be paying attention. You can slip in other information underneath their noses as well. And then, of course, you can offer an option to donate a portion of the purchase cost, like we were saying. Just make sure they have this option available for selecting at checkout. It makes people feel empowered. So this is the key. And if you can make people feel empowered by shopping with you, you've already won, really. This is important. It's a powerful tool and to acquire and retain customers. So, this can work across any industry that offers services or any products at all online, really. And then, of course, the special offers itself. So like the product giveaways for creating hype, these can also be done as raffles. That you can do them to offer anybody who wants to get involved They need to put a donation in towards a charity or relief organization. So just make sure that this is all put in place from day one, as soon as you get everything that you need online rolling, and you should be pretty much straightforward and ready to go. It's going to help you retain customers, bottom line. So the next thing, of course, is setting up workflows and segment your customers based on critical data points to ensure the right kind of targeting. So you can do shopping cart workflows. You can do email marketing workflows so that after somebody makes a purchase, you send another email that comes shortly thereafter with other like products or other things that people might be interested in purchasing. You can segment your customers based on the frequency that they purchase things from you. And then you could even take it further and say, okay, I know that people are constantly shopping with me, and I see this group of people shops with me at least once a month. And once a month, they're buying products A, B, and C. Well, maybe they don't know about product D or F or G. So why not also use that information that you've just segmented to hit them with other products that you have that might be of value, something similar. And it can be, these similar products can be hand selected. You can do it using many different software systems out there. There's a lot of different available options that can help point you in the right direction. Basically, the key is going to be targeting the right kinds of people with the right kinds of products. Workflows make that very easy to do. You can even assign point systems to see how likely somebody is to purchase a certain type of product. So let's say, for example, again, the insurance industry, somebody bought car insurance. If they bought car insurance, then of course you could also set them up with like house insurance and other things as well. So basically, this is the end of my presentation here. I don't want to go too far into it, but we're all in this together. The most important thing to remember is in the chaos around us to never lose sight of what makes us human. Remember that keeping your relationship sincere and caring will appeal more to people than anything else. And remember that your customers are real people with lives and people who love and care about them. So make sure that they know you care too.
Douglas, we have actually some questions from the audience.
Sure.
And get you right back on the screen. So
Absolutely.
we have a question from Nick that says, for us, email marketing mostly is about retention, not about customer acquisition. How does that fit with your now is the time for acquisition part?
Because we don't know how our clients are going to react to the current market situation. You know, the fact is that you may have X number of clients, but you don't know whose businesses or whose wallets are going to be hardest affected by this. So by actually acquiring more, you're hedging against a loss of revenue. And that's going to be very important, especially as the surety of the situation degrades, effectively speaking.
Okay. Another question is from Tom Shivers, and he's asking you, Douglas, how would you prioritize these recommendations for implementation?
That's a good question. I think the first and most important thing would be to get your products online. Anything that you have that can go online that isn't online yet needs to be there. Now, once you have all of your products online, you want to make yourself available and as available as possible. If you need to make sure that you have customer service representatives, available to answer questions, to help direct and guide people. You need to make sure that there's every means of communication available. From there, that's when you can also start looking at expanding customer awareness. That would be the three most important steps I would put forward.
Okay. First. The last question is from Ashraf Farag. I hope I said your name right. What is the best practice for setting up segments? I'm imagining customer segments.
Customer segments. Well, it really depends on what you want to do, because there's more than one way to do it. I would say that if you want to set up a segment for your customers, it's about putting the right people in the right categories. So if, let's say you want to break it down by people most likely to purchase something, would probably be the starting point. And how you do that would really depend on your business and what you're trying to accomplish. Obviously to sell your products, but you need to use different data points that you have available and you've collected already to better determine how to do that.
Okay, I think we still have time for one more. It's from Shil Patel, and he says, Douglas, the ROI of 122% for email marketing was achieved with targeted customers or the ones whom you send abandoned cart emails?
With all email marketing in general across the board, basically. It's the general overall ROI that you can expect to see with email marketing, regardless of industry. This is collectively. Now, of course, there's different metrics for each industry that you come across, and it's going to widely vary in some circumstances. But generally speaking, you can expect to see a whole lot of ROI.
Okay, so for people that want to get in touch with you guys and Expert Sender, what's the best way to do that?
Reach out to us via our website, www.expertsender.com. Fill out the information. One of our sales guys will be more than happy to talk to you and help you get set up. We'll put you through a demo. We'll show you how the product works, and we're more than happy to make sure you have everything you need to get started. And as well, my team will help take care of you with anything that you'd require. We're all experts in the field. We've all been doing this for a while, and we take it very seriously and a lot of pride in our work.
Okay, so if we ask you to come and join our Slack group for a series of questions, because people are asking a lot of questions, I hope you will be able to, join us.
I would love to. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time and for your session. We're gonna go next to the next session, guys, with Carl Gillis, and thank you for watching.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
You take care and have a good one.
As an e-commerce manager, you want to stop spending money on expensive ads. OmniConvert Explore helps you improve conversion through A/B testing, personalization, and surveys. Understand that growth is also a matter of retention, not only acquisition. With OmniConvert Reveal, you'll understand segments, monitor customer experience, and nurture your customers on every channel.